Hey, this is Moshe.
Hey, this is Polly.
And you're listening to
Human
Collective. Wait a minute, is this going?
All right, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's going.
We mastered this part so far.
Okay, so this is
talking to my
episode
camera.
3. It's a bit of a mess. We had planned on having a guest on today's episode, but that didn't work out. However,
she bailed on us 4 times.
That's okay because
4 times. No.
Four times. We're actually live streaming right now on YouTube, so the people that are listening into this podcast, this is obviously pre-recorded, but we're also live streaming on YouTube
And Twitch.
Which
is awesome.
From this point forward, if you want to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, every episode will be live streamed, and that would be the fastest way to actually watch the show. Our handle on YouTube is Human Collective Podcast, all one word. So if you search that, you can follow the channel there and subscribe to it. And if you click that little bell thing, that will give you alerts when the show is live. And
also give you notifications if we post anything else, even if it's not live.
Right.
That little bell.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't have any set schedule for the show.
Because we're just not that organized. Not yet.
Yeah.
But we will, I think, eventually. We should.
Yeah, let me post this.
But right now, we're kind of, when we feel like it, we're doing a show. So now we feel like it.
Yeah, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah, this is fun.
And we now have 14 viewers.
Whoa! We're blowing up. It's happening. Hey, guys. All right, so if you are on Twitch trying to comment and talk to us, it's going to be hard because you're kind of far away. So get on YouTube and comment if you want to, talk to us. But if you just want to watch, you can do it on Twitch. And if you just want to listen, do it on Podbean.
And you can donate on Twitch too, right?
Yeah. Do that.
YouTube.be. Man, this is a complicated link.
What is the link to our YouTube?
Yeah, to the live stream.
I hope we're not losing track of our roots, our podcast roots. I hope the GarageBand is picking it up. Because I'm not even listening now to ours. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Well, you can't hear us?
No, I'm just making sure. All the people who are listening can hear us.
No, the GarageBand is recording and YouTube is still live streaming.
Because last episode, I could barely hear myself talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I had it all the way up, so I don't know. I should speak closer to the mic.
The levels are well good right now.
All right.
Actually, I had to turn you down a little bit. I had you way up. So I just turned you down a little bit.
All
right, so let's get into it. Let's actually do a podcast here. So, current events, Tekashi 6ix9ine. What do we know about this guy?
He's a snitch.
He's a snitch.
Yeah.
I think people in the Antarctic know he's a snitch. He actually rolled over on a couple people up in the Yukon. A couple ice fishermen.
I don't know why people expected him to be loyal.
Apparently they're 9 Trey Bloods.
But if you look at him, he doesn't look like someone that was from the hood. He doesn't have the background. I don't know much about him, but he doesn't look like someone I would trust with my secrets. So I don't know what they expected. What's wrong?
Sorry about that. I just whacked the microphone. No, I'm so old I couldn't read the letters on the screen. I had to zoom in with my eyes. It's crazy. So he was originally sentenced to I think 49 years in prison.
Whoa! And then what did he get with ratting everyone out? What did he get? Nothing.
He's trying to get off.
So if he just keeps giving people more names and keep
every name he drops, it's a year off. So he has to roll over on 50 people just to get out of serving.
But
any
once
jail
he gets
time.
out, he's gonna have a huge mark on him. People are gonna want to.
Oh, he's dead.
Kill him. So what's the point? It would be better to just go to jail. Even if he goes to prison, in there, I'm sure he's gonna get hell. Yo. Oh man, you know what the problem is? My phone is not charged. It's not gonna last very long.
Oh, for Twitch, we'll plug it in.
Can I reach?
Well, can you just plug it into your laptop?
No, because it's all the way over there.
Oh, we're on Twitch over there. Well, but yeah, how do we know how many people are tuning in on Twitch?
It says it right there.
How many is it?
I can't see. I can't see. It's too far away.
That's all right.
And if they're making comments, I can't see either because it's really far away. So if you're trying to talk, come to YouTube. Until we figure out how I'm going to be. Oh, you know what? I could probably do it on the computer.
What, Twitch?
Yeah. Let's see if I can do both places.
And then you could actually play the Twitch on here so our YouTube viewers could see.
Let's see if that works. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool. All right, so
If I
right
can be
now
signed into
everything is
places.
working the way it should. We've got our YouTube live stream, we've got our Twitch live stream. I just posted a link on our Twitter. I just posted a link on our Instagram, just saying that hey, we're live streaming right now. If anyone wants to tune in, so yeah, this is it. Just mute it. There it is.
Hey.
Perfect.
So now we can watch what's going on.
All right, cool. So our YouTube viewers can see what's going on with our Twitch. Let me take a peek.
There's a lag, but at least now I can
Zero.
talk to people.
There's 0 people watching our Twitch. That's all right. I mean,
All right.
I'm gonna have
That's
a sip of this
okay.
water. You want some?
No, I'm good.
Mm.
No, I'm good.
All the way across the aisle,
No, we're gonna spill it. Wasn't there a rule? All right, so you made up this rule: no drinking at the table.
unless there's a cap.
That wasn't
Revise
the
the
rule.
rule.
I was trying to drink some coffee, and he was all like,
Oh,
"You
coffee
broke
sounds
the
so good
rule,
right
the
now.
one cardinal rule that we have. You can't drink at the table."
No, fair enough. I put it on the floor. For anyone who's downloading the podcast and can't see what's going on, the rules of engagement during the Human Collective podcast are no beverages are allowed on the podcasting table because of the technology and its fragileness to moisture.
And some people are kind of clumsy.
Yes, I think I broke your phone earlier.
Yeah, I dropped my laptop, so things happen.
Yeah,
It
we
just
had some
happens.
bumps today. Like you broke your laptop, I broke your phone.
We're getting this all organized. It's like a small studio right now, and
Yeah.
we're kind of like figuring things out. But it's getting better.
But we're live streaming.
Yeah, like this is
Pound it
monumental. Oh,
across the table. Now,
That's
and
how we do it.
Yo, and you gave a thumbs up on the pound.
Oh,
Thumbs
did
up
I?
pound. New invention.
I'm so cool.
That's pretty awesome.
All right, what are we talking about? Let's talk.
So we were talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine and how he is now testifying against the 9 Trey Bloods and basically giving up information on people that he was associated with in that gang to get himself off of serving jail time.
He's a wuss. Like, he's kind of scared. I think that's what it is. He's just scared.
I mean, wouldn't you be if you were...
I don't know. I don't think I would rat people out. Those are people you swear to protect. You swear your life to them, right?
Yeah, but he's a rapper. He's not
A gangster.
He's not a gangster. He was a rapper portraying a gangster, and now that's people are seeing that. They're like, oh, okay, so I guess he wasn't as hard as he came off.
Well, I've never been to prison, but I can't imagine it being that bad that you'd like
When
turn
you're-
on your.
When you're him,
When you have the colored hair?
when you're a rainbow painted hair, small little Latino man with tattoos all over your face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Would you do it?
Him?
No, if you were like given, what would you do? No, not him. If you had
Definitely
either
not.
life or
He's not my
to
type.
rat out your groups, your homies, or whatever. I don't know.
I wouldn't put myself in that position.
Okay, let's say you were in that position. Like, he's in that position. I'm sure if he could go back now, he would and change something. But he's in that position now.
If I
What
was,
would you do?
If I was him, because I wouldn't put myself in that position.
Yeah,
But
if you're him.
If I was him, yeah, I'd probably rat them out too.
Whoa, really? There's
Yeah, 'cause
no
you-
loyalty.
There's no loyalty.
There's no
I'm sure
loyalty.
they would do the same thing to him if given the opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, if it's you and it's your friends and your family,
No,
you wouldn't.
no.
That's good.
I'd take it on the chin. I'm a
And
loyal
you'd go to
dude.
prison
I'd go to prison.
for 40 years.
And
How
I'd
many
eat-
years does he have?
I
40?
mean, I look at 40 years of free rent and cheese sandwiches.
And you get also like entertainment, I think,
Yeah, free
and
entertainment.
education, right?
Yeah, you can get a college degree. I'm still paying for my college degree from a college that has gone bankrupt.
Well, maybe if Bernie gets in,
Yeah,
he kind of
if
gets-
Bernie gets in.
get some of that money.
What
back.
are the chances of Bernie Sanders getting elected?
I don't know. I'm sure there's some statistics on it.
No, I mean, what do you think? What are the chances?
Yeah,
of
I
Bernie
think he has a
Sanders?
really good chance. I think he has a good shot.
You think he has a good shot?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I think he does.
Mm,
You don't think so?
I
Who do you think has a good shot?
I don't think, and this is public record because it's on the podcast. I don't think Bernie Sanders has the chops to take down Donald Trump. I think that he's shown a lot more backbone. Like the past couple months, he's definitely shown a much stronger demeanor. And, you know, Bernie Sanders is a small, old, meek man he's a career politician. He's been doing this his whole life. I mean, yeah, he was part of the civil rights movement, and, you know, he marched alongside Martin Luther King and all these incredible civil rights leaders. And I don't take anything away from that. I think that makes him a very genuine, awesome human being. But as far as politics go, he has to get on the main stage and debate Donald Trump.
And you don't think he can do it? Because Donald Trump is kind of like a bully.
I don't know if he can beat him. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I don't know if someone like Bernie Sanders.
He might not be able to. He's kind of like a grandfather, like an old friendly grandfather that just wants to like help his grandkids get through school or something, you know?
Right. And Trump is a bully.
Well, I don't know about being a bully. But I don't know about when they debate. It might be difficult. You have a point. Who do you think could go against him? Like on the Democrat who's ever running? Who do you think? Could, like, when they get onto the debating and can go back and forth with Donald Trump?
I don't see anyone on that stage that I could really see just taking him down.
Yeah? You think he's that big and bad?
I do. There are some Democrats that I like Andrew Yang. I like his, what is he calling it? The basic income, or what is it? Minimum income. Oh,
yeah. $1,000 every month.
Yeah, it's like a stipend.
Yeah. That's
not something new. That's been around for a long time. Actually, and Bernie Sanders talks about this. Part of what Martin Luther King was fighting for was during and
like
probably
basic income for everyone.
Yes. And that could be part of the reason why he was assassinated. Who knows? Because, you know, they were getting momentum on that at the time. Bernie Sanders wants to change the entire infrastructure of politics.
Yeah.
And how, you know...
He's a socialist.
He's a socialist. And we live in a capitalist society where these huge corporations are really the machine, you know, powering the government.
So do you think it's actually something that's possible? Like a socialist society? Can we actually do that? Will it crumble? Will society crumble as we know it?
Oh, I have no idea. I hope not.
We were not supposed to be talking about politics anyway. That wasn't like part of our agenda.
No, I don't want to see that happen. I want to see things progress. And I think that people would say to me, if we had listeners right now that actually were chiming in, they probably would say that I'm wrong and that the movement is a good thing and it's a positive change for the country. And they might be right. It's drastic.
Yeah.
It's
we don't know what's going to happen.
You know,
but sometimes we need that. Sometimes you need something that's huge and different.
For sure. So, and if someone like Bernie Sanders does get on the main stage and by some chance gets elected, I think he could do some real good. I really do. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he has what it takes to beat someone like Donald Trump.
Check this out. We do have some comments. It says, hello, I've tuned in to chat.
Oh, awesome.
And to have some decent conversation.
Hey!
I feel like if Sanders took control, we would most likely have a pseudo-Cold War mentality.
Wait, say that again? A pseudo-Cold War mentality?
Yes.
Okay.
What the American government does need is more compromise. That's a good point.
Okay, for sure, there needs to be compromise. And not only just on one side of the aisle, but there needs to be compromise between the Democrats and the Republicans. It's so divided.
Yeah.
You know, it's completely polarized. It's like you either take this side or that side, and there's no meeting in the middle.
Which sucks. I think that in of itself, like the division is tearing the country apart.
Big time. And it's tearing, what it's doing is people are self-segregating.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the agenda of the government.
It's becoming almost mob-like, you know? Like you're either with us or gang-like almost. You're like either with us or you're against us and we're against you. Like, I don't know. It's dangerous. Well, it's dangerous for a country. We're supposed to be united.
One thing that I've seen is the Trump supporters, right? So the people that don like that Make America Great Again hat or like hold up a sign, there tends to be like violence from the left against those people. And I think that people.
Wait, violence against left against who?
Against the Trump supporters. Like they get spit on or they get punched or hit. Like they're like those people I see in these rallies and in these protests. That side of the fence is getting just as much like violence towards them as the leftists.
Yeah, I think it's definitely equal. Like I think people are very.
I don't know if it's equal.
You don't think it's equal? Well, you think the leftists are being bullies against the rights?
Yeah, I think the roles have flipped, have reversed.
I think we feel that because we're in Philly, we're in this area that's very liberal and very like democratic.
Yeah.
So I think we feel that more, and I kind of feel for people who are more conservative because it is mob-like almost here. If you even say in the smallest thing that you agree with Trump, people are like, what? You're crazy, you're a racist, you're like.
Yeah, that's a strange
whatever.
one is that if you and it might not just be Trump, it might just be the Republicans that you're a racist.
Yeah. Even if you say like the smallest thing, like, oh, I agree with something or I agree with this, and then it doesn't even matter. So I think there should definitely be an open discussion, and that's why we have something like a podcast.
What's our viewer think?
Our viewer has moved on to gun laws.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good
Everyone's
topic.
a target. It's not right.
That's a funny little pun. Everyone's a target.
People don't have this everything or nothing, but I agree that it is mob-like. Thank you.
There you go. 2 points for Miss Polly.
I'm winning. Only 1 point. I only have 1 point.
Can they hear us all right? Because they're not hearing us through the YouTube. They're hearing us through Twitch.
Yeah, I think it's just lagged. I think it's lagged because when I just did my little dance, it took 2 seconds to do it.
But Twitch is not picking up the mics.
She says I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet. So what was the topic or the debate on the gun laws thing?
And it wasn't debate. Just said gun laws also need to be reformed. It needs to be entirely reworked.
Yeah, I think I am a gun owner myself.
This so wasn't supposed to be a political.
That's okay.
Conversation.
It's going where it's going.
We were supposed to talk about climate change.
That's kind of political
and school
too.
kids. Well, we're talking about the kids out in school. We're not doing that. We're doing guns down.
Well, I just want to say something really quick on the gun laws thing.
All right, let's talk about gun laws.
I am an owner of firearms. I have a license to carry concealed, and I've been licensed to carry for quite a while. And I also think that there needs to be a reform on gun laws because
he owns 32 firearms. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, wow, 32.
32.
You got me.
Dang.
You got me beat, sir.
You live inside like a house built with them?
I don't know, but I'm on his side. Whatever he has to say.
Where are you located?
I'm gonna guess somewhere down south.
All right, let's see what he says. Bum 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 bum. All right, I don't know. I'm not responding. Virginia. Home state is PA. Woo!
Oh, that's cool.
We're in PA. In case
we're podcasting from Pennsylvania.
Out of Ambler, PA.
Yeah, Ambler.
Come find us now. We have guns now.
but we're both native Philadelphians.
Yeah,
so.
Born and raised.
Yeah, Virginia. Okay. How about that Virginia Tech shooting that happened quite some time ago? That was one of the first real big school shootings, right? That was one of the first. Well, no, there was Columbine, but Virginia Tech was up there. It was like one of the first 10 mass college shootings, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
It was an Asian kid.
Was it?
Yeah. It's usually it's
a white one.
Yeah, it's usually white men with some kind of like mental. They're like on psychotropic drugs or something and have depression issues. It sounds like me.
Don't say that.
No. I don't mean like that. I just mean like a lot of people could fit into that category. But I mean that was like, the consensus was most mass school shootings were done by white men.
Yeah, I actually just assumed that's what it was.
Yeah, no, Virginia Tech was an Asian kid.
And that was really bad. Like Virginia Tech was huge.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was
Anyway,
so if they were to like rework gun laws, what would they do? Because I don't.
I think maybe just be a little bit more strict as far as just.
But aren't they strict? I mean, I don't own a gun, so I don't know what you had to do to get it. But didn't you have to, I don't know, take a physical or something, or do a background check, make sure you didn't have any crime in your background? To purchase a gun. Okay, so to buy a gun from like a gun show
or from a gun shop, it's a simple background check just to see if you have a
Hold on.
just to see if you have a criminal record. If you have no criminal record,
Keep talking.
and you have like a clean, that's it, clean criminal record, you can buy a gun. Excuse me. What am I getting? Someone's getting a beep. What was that? But in order to get a license to carry in the state of Pennsylvania, where I am from, it is a slightly deeper process. There's a application you have to meet with, like the chief of police. I met with the chief of police at the Philadelphia Police Department, and then they sign off on your license to carry. It's still pretty laid back. It's not a very complicated process. What are you doing with that camera there?
It's on my phone. Oh, now we have two viewers. It's on my phone
Oh, okay. By the way, Twitch viewers, if you want to connect to the YouTube live stream, you'll get better audio because the audio is actually coming through our podcast mics. We haven't got that set up yet with Twitch, but I mean, if you can hear us, you can hear us. It is what it is. But we're also live streaming on YouTube. Polly is doing a little dance with the tripod right now.
I know I'm right near your too. I'm trying to make this work.
So Twitchers, are you guys gamers? Like, we're new to Twitch, like brand new to Twitch.
This is like spinning all over the place.
Yeah.
Making you guys dizzy. All right. How's that?
Yeah, it's good. That's good.
I want to finish on too.
You're in it. Yeah, you're in the shot. I can see on the screen here. Once you sit down, you'll be in frame. Yeah, just the chat is. There you go. So, so we're what? No, you're good. So yeah, so we're new to Twitch. Like we are we're new to YouTube too. So we're a new podcast. We only have 2 episodes that are streaming on podcast platforms like iTunes and stuff like that. But Twitch, as far as I know, is more for video gamers, like people that broadcast them playing video games.
Yeah, and also there's podcasts on Twitch too.
Okay.
We're not like the first of anything.
No, but we're part of it now.
Yay, we're part of the collective.
Can you read their comments, or do you need to see it on here?
I have to see it on here, and I feel back like I keep pushing it up and putting it down, but I don't want to miss anything. But I'm gonna miss something anyway. Should I keep doing it? I can see on the phone if there's a new comment.
How would you miss? Wouldn't it be better to see it on your screen?
But then it would stay on the screen. Wouldn't that be?
Oh, I don't mind it. This way I can kind of see it too.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can't see the comments, but any new comments?
I'm a talker. I'm a gamer.
A talker and a gamer?
My policy is that gun-free zones should not exist, and that you must get permits for zones that were previously gun-free.
Oh, wait. Can you say that again? You have to get permits for zones?
Oh, he said the kid was Korean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Virginia Tech kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, my policy is that gun-free zones should not exist, and that you must get permits for zones that were previously gun-free. So there should be no gun-free
Yeah, okay.
places.
So, right. So basically you would have to, like, if you're going to carry a gun in a zone that they previously deemed gun-free, you have to be profiled or
Wait,
registered.
so isn't that making gun laws more lax if there's no like gun-free places?
No, what they're saying is that the issue is if you have a gun-free zone and there's like one of these mass shootings and the public has been disarmed in this area, there's no one there to protect the civilians and the people from some crazy asshole that's running around with an AR. You know?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, then again, like gun-free zones would be things like schools.
Yeah. Places where guns or kids are being killed.
Yeah. And that's where the problems exist. What do you think about arming teachers?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think teachers go into teaching. Like, people don't become teachers because they want to.
What about having armed security
soldiers
at the campus?
I don't know. I mean, can you imagine sending your kid to a school and he has to walk past soldiers with guns? I mean,
You think that would create some kind of anxiety
Yeah.
in the student body?
Yeah, they wouldn't feel safe. Like, that's what makes you feel, I don't know. I would think they'd feel even more dangerous. How can they learn in that situation?
Yeah, but there might already be anxiety.
Yeah, because there's drills that they do now.
Yeah.
Shooter drills.
Right. And students might just be worried about the possibility that someone sitting in the back of the class is, planning this mass killing.
See, teachers would need more extensive training.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it would make them feel more tense. I mean, I agree with that. I would be more tense. I don't know if they had more security guards, because they have already that metal detector things in most schools.
We had those in my high school.
Yeah. Did you feel safer? Did you feel like the kids that wanted to bring something in are going to bring something in?
We looked at it like it was just a pain in the ass to stand outside of school for an hour. We had to come to school an hour early.
Just to get through line, like security, like the airport.
Yeah.
Get there 2 hours early.
Exactly. And it was really hard to get my weed into school when we had to go through the metal detectors. Like, I had to make sure there was nothing metal in the same pocket as my stash of cannabis. I'm a pothead. Shout out to the potheads out there. I mean, no, I don't, because gun owners are not allowed to use narcotics. I don't think cannabis is a narcotic. I think it's a holistic herbal remedy.
Yeah, it doesn't have a schedule.
No, it used to, though. It used to be a Schedule 1, right?
Yeah?
Or Schedule...
I don't know.
I don't know. It was up there with, like, really hardcore narcotics like cocaine and heroin.
Well, maybe it does have a schedule now. Actually, I'm not sure. It might.
I don't know. It's been decriminalized, so I guess not, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not experts in this subject.
We don't know. If Taya was here, she'd probably tell us.
Yeah, if our scheduled guest was here, who's not even tuning in.
I just put her on blast.
I know, and I texted her and was like, "Hey, you should."
Did you tune in?
She did not.
Yeah,
that's okay. We've got our Twitch followers.
She's tired. And
our
she's
Twitch
busy.
family is all we care about.
This is awesome. And you're all like, we shouldn't do the Twitch yet. We should just do YouTube. Remember you said that?
Did you say shit?
No.
Did you say Twitch shit?
No, I didn't.
What did you say? Polly doesn't curse, by the way.
Yet.
Oh, Twitch yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I still haven't caught you on a
You won't. It just doesn't.
word.
It doesn't work. It doesn't. Bleh, my mouth
It's
doesn't
not.
work that way.
It's not even in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
That's
sorry.
great.
All right. So, what do you think about the kids skipping school to protest against? Against what are they protesting against? They're protesting
Climate
against
change.
Climate change.
Yes, climate change, which actually is kind of linked into the Democrats' Green New Deal, which is being led by Ocasio-Cortez. What's her name? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders are they're flagshipping that whole thing.
Yeah, but the girl who started the walkout, the school walkout, she's not even American, right?
I think she's Norwegian.
But is she in America now? Or is she in...
I don't know. I know she's doing like a whole media round thing.
Yeah. I mean, kids all over the world, in India and in China. We were just watching on the news, like kids everywhere walked out of school just to protest climate change.
Yeah.
So they're demanding change from political parties to make certain laws.
So
I don't know what they expect to happen, though.
So real quick, the Green New Deal is a proposed United States legislation that aims to address climate change and economic inequality. The name refers to the New Deal, a set of social and economic reforms and public works projects undertaken by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt in response to the Great Depression, which tells us nothing at all. What is a Green New Deal? Sunrise Movement, Green New Deal, climate proposal. Here we go. Okay, introduced by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York and Senator Edward J. Markey of Massachusetts, both Democrats. The proposal calls on the federal government to wean the United States from fossil fuels and curb planet-warming greenhouse gas emissions across the economy. It also aims to guarantee new high-paying jobs in clean energy industries. The resolution is non-binding, so even if Congress approves it, nothing in the proposal would become law. Variations of the proposal have been around for years. Think tanks, blah blah. The think tanks thing that's all political bullshit. But anyway, that's just my opinion on that. Anyway, that's sort of just a quick little synopsis of what the Green New Deal is. But that's basically how the Democrats are planning on handling this change in the climate, which might be just out of our hands.
But I think the children that were protesting, they weren't protesting on one political party or another.
Right.
They were just saying that climate change is everybody's issue, and so everyone needs to do something about it.
Yeah, but I think the issue that they're talking about is the dependency on fossil fuels and industries that create greenhouse gases, like basically trapping these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, and they can't sort of like exfoliate or whatever. So it's creating like a dome of heat.
I don't know how much this Green New Deal will save the world. Like I don't know if that's actually possible.
That's what I'm saying. It might not have anything to do with humans. Think that we have so much impact, control and impact on everything. And this might just be part of the natural order of things.
But
See if our viewers have anything to say on this.
We are killing the planet. Like we're taking over and destroying so much. Heaton's Virginia Tech and with the Army ROTC there. Questions about people. Oh, he's talking military. Questions about people seeing military people all the time. It just becomes more normalized. It's about guns.
Go ahead and read that aloud just so they can get some.
Oh, sorry, because the people on the podcast can hear. Everyone can see on Twitch what you're saying, but.
Yeah, but YouTube viewers can't, and podcast listeners cannot either.
Okay. So you have questions? Yeah. Basically about the guns.
You don't want to read it?
You're typing a lot. it's a lot to read, and it's a whole another discussion. Let's move on. Away from politics.
This is still on the guns thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement that there needs to be some reform to the gun laws because they are very laid back. And there definitely needs to be some action taken to protect these kids, these innocent kids in schools and colleges, from violence, from guns. But you know what? With things like 3D printers and stuff like that, there's also one of these guys that are running for president. He's on the he's in the preliminaries, and he's talking about taking guns away. He's in one of those states where they had a mass shooting. I forget which one it was.
He just wants to take them away from everyone?
Yeah, they want to do a buyback program. They want to basically buy back guns from...
But isn't that illegal? Don't we have a law that you can't take our guns?
Yes, the Second Amendment. But he wants to change that.
He wants the amendment. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work here. There's gun-toting Americans, man. Like, we love our guns here. You know, it's ingrained in the culture. Every hip hop song in America is talking about Glocks and AKs. Every action film that we watch has explosions with guns and rifles.
It's all in
the music,
society. It's all in culture. Yeah.
Every hip hop song, every action movie, it's every video game. I mean, young men between 18 and 35. Not all they do, but part of what they do is play games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, and we love guns here. It's part of our culture. They're not going to take our guns away.
I was in Prague a couple of weeks ago, and there was like street performers out in the city, and one of the guys was imitating different cultures. And when he got to America, he basically just he's like, oh, and I'm going to shoot my gun now because I'm happy, and I'm also going to shoot my gun now because I'm sad. Like it was part of his joke about Americans. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I laughed.
How was Prague?
Great. It was so long ago.
Yeah,
it was wonderful. It's a beautiful city. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Like I thought there was going to be so much more to it. But it was really tiny. It was really cute. You can go like an hour in any direction and get to a different country. It was amazing, but it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful city.
Would you go back? Is it like a once and done kind of place?
Yeah, I'm good. good. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right.
I think I stayed a little bit too long. I kind of got bored towards the end. I don't know. It's good for people who drink beer since I don't drink. Like, it's very affordable. It's beautiful. I'd go back.
Okay.
Maybe not for like 5 days. Maybe for like 2 or something, 2 or 3. It was nice.
Let me ask you this: how can I get on Twitch and see what the comments are on our live stream?
Oh, you want to get on? Yeah, you can just go on.
Is it just like twitch.com?
Yeah. You're going to type? See, I can't type and talk at the same time, so.
Oh, shit. Human Collective. Oh, there we are.
You see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So let me see. We're live right now.
Yeah. You should be able to see it.
All right, cool. This way I can see the comments too.
Yeah. And you can read. So now, Tyler, you can type all you want.
I'm seeing a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup ad right now.
I think that's how they make their money.
Yeah. We do need to get the audio from the podcast mics into Twitch just so they're getting proper audio as well.
But he said he could hear us, so we're good.
Yeah, I know, but it sounds like you're talking to someone on a cell phone versus what our YouTube guests are getting.
And what our podcast people are.
Oh, yeah.
Our loyals.
Yeah, so guys that are on our Twitch, or guys and gals, whatever, or everything in between nowadays, you can't discriminate. If you would like to follow our show on iTunes, the actual podcast, that would be really amazing. We would genuinely appreciate that. Just go on iTunes and search Human Collective. You can also go on our Instagram. Our Instagram is Human Collective Podcast, all one word. And our Twitter is human_collective, but no E on the end. So it's COLLECTIV. That's all they had available. So that's what we took. But if you'd like to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or subscribe to our YouTube channel or our iTunes podcast, that would be really amazing. We'd really appreciate that. He said it sounds high quality enough. Wow, I'm surprised.
Thank you. It's because it's my phone. My phone's amazing, and I just dropped it today. And the screen's cracked, but it works. Uh-oh. Now what happened? See? What happened? I just said something. Is it off?
It's still going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's all that matters.
He said he wants our opinions.
Now it's dead.
Oh.
Did it just die?
Yeah, we're offline.
Crap. All right, keep talking.
And down it goes.
Just when we thought we were getting it.
1 sec. Oh. Damn. We lost it. We lost the feed. What happened?
I need to charge my phone. The thing is a slow charger. I gotta get my cord back.
Hold on. Let me tell him to tune into our...
Yeah, just message him. That was fun while it lasted.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
We're getting views. That's okay. Hold on.
Where's the thing? Are you using it? The wall plug?
Huh?
Where's the wall plug?
What the hell? Connect with Facebook. There we go. Oh, username. Uh, oh, this username is unavailable. This is all on our podcast right now.
I feel so bad for our podcast listeners.
Oh,
Let's just
man.
keep going.
He said, "Dang, I was having a good time too." You should text him and just be like, "Hey, jump on our YouTube."
Yeah.
We're losing guests. We're losing followers. All right, how do I do this? Connect my account. This username is unavailable.
All right, let's try it.
Let's see, PC. Jeez, how is that not available? Human.
What are you doing?
Trying to make a Twitch account
We already have a Twitch account.
for myself.
Why? Don't do this now. Do it later. Work on your social media presence another time.
What the hell? It's saying, all right, so our Twitch is down. Whatever.
It's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's whatevs. Let's just keep it rolling.
Oh, okay. We've now got two. Oh, Tyler has joined our YouTube. Dude, you are loyal as shit, man.
We appreciate it.
Dude, I love this guy. And now he gets to hear the good audio. Okay, really quick. So how does it compare to what you were getting on the Twitch versus what you're getting on YouTube?
Now you're going to have to read his comments for me because I can't see anything.
Well, you could just go on YouTube and you can pull up, like, if you want to see it on your end.
Yeah, because I'm nosy.
He said it sounds a lot more studio. See?
Is that better? Is it better, though?
Yeah, we're studious. That's what we do here. All right. So Tyler had a question, and the fact that he jumped ship and is now on.
We have to
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. How do I mute? How do I mute? Here we go. The mute button.
Need some sound foam. Yeah, these little pop filter things are like shit. So I have from my previous podcast. Show you. I used the Yeti. I was using the Yeti mic. The blue Yeti, and it has the little sock thing, and that actually helped with the P's and the B's, but we haven't gotten them yet for these new mics, these Rockvilles. They just have these bullshit little pop filters.
You know those sound foams that he's talking about? Those are things that go on the wall, right?
I thought he was talking about what goes over the microphone.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I knew what you're talking about.
Is that what you're talking about? Listen, I really enjoy talking to people and debate and hearing what the average person things bring me joy, either or.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We bring joy. That's what we want. We want to bring joy to people's lives.
We appreciate that.
Thanks for the comment.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for our podcast people, listeners, who are just
we're
playing with the video so much, you know?
I think the show will slowly. I mean, listen, people like video with audio. You know, so there are people that listen to podcasts just because it's an oral medium. People like, for example, like drivers like podcasts because they're driving, and it's just like kind of being a fly on the wall. Or people that work desk jobs and they're, doing spreadsheets all day. So they have someone that they can listen to. But most people prefer the video and the audio.
I do.
Anyway, Tyler has a question, so Tyler, go ahead and shoot. And I'm going to read it back just so people that are only listening to the podcast can... Okay, here it is. Tyler Pockish, I hope I didn't mess up your last name, says, do you think that people are too greedy to go green?
Yeah. I think this world is... Oh, he was...
Yeah. No. He wants definitely your answer. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, I think this world is so corrupt and people are so greedy that even if the children are begging, they don't care. The people in power, they don't care.
Yeah, and I also think it's laziness. I think people are too lazy to go green because we've lived in this... Oh, Packish. I apologize. His last name is pronounced Packish. I think that people have become like so normalized to just fucking just...
They're lazy.
Having this ecological footprint that's just like carefree. It's kind of like, okay, in Philadelphia where we're from, you can literally see people drive down the street and throw trash out their window while driving.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, because they know that someone is going to pick that shit up and clean up their mess. And that mentality is the reason why it's going to be difficult for us as a nation to shift to being more green.
But I think it's easier to change that mentality of being lazy as opposed to the greed, because then people have a motive behind it. People that are being lazy, they're just lazy.
Yeah.
They don't really care. They don't see the importance. But once you educate them, I think they'll see the importance. But with the greed, even with the education, even though they know what they're doing, they don't care because they're looking out for themselves.
Yeah. That's definitely where the greed comes in, because people have a tough time seeing past the tip of their nose. Yeah. Not me, though.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm green. My water comes from a well. That's pretty green.
Yeah. But did you have a choice in that? And if your water didn't, would you go out of your way to make sure that it did?
I don't know. Let me take a sip of water from my plastic water bottle that did not come from a well at all.
Do you recycle?
This came from a 7-Eleven.
Do you recycle?
Mm-mm. That's funny you bring that up, because in this area, the recycling company, I think it was Waste Management, they stopped coming around picking up recyclables.
Why? Was it too much money? Is it that whole greed thing? They're spending too much?
Possibly. Tyler says more like the tip of the wallet.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same exact thing.
He
I can't see
recycles.
past that. You're a good person. You care about the world. So do you think you're making a difference?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
he uses plastic bottles for dip spit. Oh, he's a dipper. Oh, okay, I'm a vapor, so I'm not too far off. But dipping, man, come on, bro. Skull or whatever. I remember I was the army got me. Okay, I respect that. It's convenient for being indoors. Copenhagen. That brand I don't know, but the smell of dip is like, it's like so hard for me. I remember I was traveling with a couple friends to Colorado, and my one friend Darren was dipping the whole ride, and it was like peach flavored Skull, and I'll never forget that smell. Here's a funny dip story. You'll appreciate this. So he was living with his father. It was him and his dad living like roommates, and he was spitting. His spittoon was like a Coca-Cola 20-ounce bottle, and he was spitting the stuff into the bottle and capped it off and left it on the table. His dad took the dog for a walk and he came back. It was like 100 degrees outside. He said, I know where this is going. Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes in. He's like, oh, man, I'm so parched. I just need a little drink.
Oh.
He cracks open the Coke bottle and takes a huge swig of the nasty dip spit and just instant projectile vomiting. It was like really bad.
That's so gross. Oh.
I can see it in my head. Anyway, so yeah, it's a gross habit, but we all have something that's one hell of a French kiss. Yeah, you could say that again. I'll stick to my vape, which is still not. Oh, that's another thing. Like that's another thing that's going on is like this whole. What is it? All this news that's breaking about people dying from vaping, like 4 or 5 deaths linked to e-cigarettes. You know about that, Polly?
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
We talked about it last podcast.
Yeah, I think we did. How it wasn't really that they were dying for vaping. It wasn't the flavored at all.
Yeah, it was. It was actually linked to THC oil and something called vitamin E acetate that was actually used in the extraction process or something.
Yeah, that they got off the black market. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, it was causing like
episode.
Respiratory issues or something like that.
And they died.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
I dip when I'm manning the 240, repairing the tank. That's awesome that you're in the Army, man. Thank you for your service.
PT.
But he's breaking the habit.
Good.
Good man.
It's not healthy.
Yeah. And the ladies don't like that. The dip.
Dip.
What do you think about that, Polly? You know anybody that dips?
No.
Really?
Nope.
You don't have any friends?
No, not a single one. If they do, they're like keeping it on the DL. Like, I don't know.
How do you keep that on the DL? That's something.
I don't think I know anyone that does it.
Yeah. Actively.
Yeah.
I tried it a few times and like it gives you a crazy buzz. Like a cigarette, if you don't smoke cigarettes and you smoke a cigarette, like a strong menthol cigarette, you'll get quite a buzz. But that dip is like 10 times stronger than that. Like you feel.
Use it to stay awake.
Yeah.
You have a good girlfriend. That's what that is.
Yeah, the fact that she doesn't mind that you dip, she's a good girl. She's a keeper. Or just give up the habit.
Yeah, she'll probably appreciate that. She won't tell you, but she'll probably appreciate it. Aw, what's her name? Shout her out. Sorry. Now we're both doing it. I don't think this is a good thing.
What?
This like we're talking to our comments because I feel really bad for the people that are just listening in.
Why? It's a conversation.
Yeah, but they can't see what we're reading, and we're not reading everything. I think it's kind of like rude. You know those people like you're in a conversation with them, and then someone else speaks a different language, and you don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
But you kind of want to talk to them in whatever language or whatever. Like, I don't want to exclude anyone. I feel like we're excluding people.
Well, podcast listeners, if you have anything to say on the matter, chime in.
But you can't.
Crickets. They're like, man, if I could only say what I really want to say. It's
Yo,
like,
no
sorry,
lie,
this is
though.
pre-recorded, man.
The last time you had a podcast, so Moshe's podcasted before. And he's a veteran at this, and I'm a brand newbie. But anyway, so I was listening to his podcast, and there's so many times I wanted to interject, and I wanted to just like join the conversation.
Yeah.
So many times, and I couldn't, and it sucked.
Because it's pre-recorded. That's why I like this format better, because this is like in the moment. You're actually in the moment. You know what I mean? Whereas when you're listening to a pre-recorded podcast, it's great if you're discussing a specific subject. The cool thing about this format is new subjects can come up because of the people that are live streaming with us. You see what I'm saying? This is actually
more of an open discussion. This is more of a human collective.
This is actually interactive.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this works.
Yeah.
This works better. And
I
anyone
think we just should be mindful of the listeners.
And also the very human exactly. Again, the podcast, people listen to the podcast are like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Katie. His girlfriend's name is Katie. Hey, Katie.
Katie, you got a good man in your life.
He's a keeper.
Military man.
We would have
real
been invited
man
to the wedding.
Yo, dude, my father has passed away, but I wear his dog tag from Vietnam around my neck. I have since I've been a little boy. When he gave this to me, he's like, this got me through some heavy shit. Maybe it'll get you through some too. That's not how he talked at all. He didn't talk like Billy Bob Thornton and Sling Blade, but so I got a lot of respect for any branch of the military, so thanks, dude. Oh, so Tyler says, ask me anything and I'll answer it within reason. I'm gonna hand that off to Polly. I'll let Polly fire off a question.
I have to fire off the question.
And he earned it because he has subscribed to our channel. So Polly has the stage.
I gotta think of something good. Hold on. I don't know. I don't even remember what we were supposed to be talking about. Like, we had a plan for this podcast.
We also had a guest plan though, and that didn't work out. So
yeah, I don't know.
How about this one? Here's a question. What brought you to our live stream? Because this is like our first official live stream, so it's like brand new. So, was it like the thumbnail? Was it the name? Well, I'm just curious because it will help us in the future for trolling in.
Yeah. I think were you just like scrolling on Twitch or something? Is that a thing? You scroll on it?
Yeah, I don't know how. I
love it.
You did the Twitch.
I did. And you almost said we didn't have to do it. We're doing YouTube.
Glad we
did
it.
No, we got to do Twitch.
Well done.
Thank you. I try. It's just window shopping and bam.
Human Collective.
See?
It's Human Collective.
Yo, we totally nailed this.
Yeah, we did.
We might not have much set up and ready to go, but we got our name.
Yeah.
That's
job,
the most
Polly.
important thing.
Oh, no one saw our pound because we had no viewers at the time, so the thumbs up pound.
Oh, I should turn off the screen so it could be in front of. That should be the thumbnail. Do we do thumbnails now or no?
For
Because it's
YouTube,
live. Yeah. Is there a thumbnail?
Yeah, no, YouTube does thumbnails. I think it was the HC, or it might have been. I think because we weren't sure that this was actually going to stay live. Like, we were just testing the mics.
Yeah, this is actually a test, guys.
Yeah, this was literally just
this isn't a real
a beta test.
It would have been if we got a hold of our guest. I think, right?
Yeah.
What are you grinning about? What's he saying? I'm curious. I'm like, keep trying to.
He said, checking. I'm like, low view count. He can get his 2 cents in, which is absolutely true. Because if you think about it, like if you're on Instagram, right, and someone that you follow goes live and they have a ton of viewers, there's so many comments, yours just gets lost in the mix. So to actually have an engaging conversation is impossible. You're really just observing them like they're in a fish tank.
But here, you're not just a number to us.
Yeah,
You're Taylor.
You're actually part of the collective.
Is it Tyler or Taylor? It's Tyler, right?
She said Taylor.
It's Tyler. Right?
Just unsubscribe now, man.
My bad. I don't know.
That's hilarious. We actually got to wrap this up soon.
Oh, are we at our mark?
We're well over an hour.
Oh, our bad.
Yeah, one of the things that that we did with the show was put a limitation on the duration, and we tried to set that at 1 hour, and we're like 10 minutes over that.
Okay.
So
This was a good test.
it was a good test. He's like, oh no. Well, you'll have to tune in next time, Tyler, not Taylor.
My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And that I'm thinking that we'll probably do these at least twice a week, 2 times a week.
Yeah.
You know,
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's the goal. And on the next episode, we'll have a guest. Do you want to shout out the guest for episode?
No.
Do you want to? Can we talk about her?
Let's wait till later.
Okay, it's actually a surprise. We actually have someone who's really interesting coming on the show that has some notoriety, and there probably will be some interest in that podcast. But I can't say anything. I got to keep it like a secret.
I think we should.
Okay.
I feel like it's closer to the date.
Yeah.
Because it's scheduled.
He said when and where. So the date was what? October 9th?
October 9th.
Okay, so October 9th, and we'll schedule that for
it's 5 p.m. our time.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think she's in Virginia, right?
Yeah, she's Mountain Time, I think.
Is she Virginia? Was Tyler Virginia? Tyler was Virginia, right?
Yeah.
But
She said Mountain Time. I remember that. Where's that?
Mountain Time is probably like Montana or something like that.
I know she just moved. It's okay. We'll figure it out. But yeah, October 9th.
Okay, and you're subscribed, so
but we'll have a lot more episodes up before then.
Yeah, if you do that notifications thing, we'll drop something. What I want to do is put together a promo video for that episode. That's probably why Polly's saying to keep it a little bit hush hush, just to put some curiosity into it.
Yeah, you got to build that anticipation. Ooh. Stay tuned.
Okay, I like this. There's a little bit of. I would find it ideal if it was on Monday and Friday, like a recap. And then a thought-provoking convo for the weekend.
Now that is really detailed feedback.
Yeah, we appreciate that. That's actually
Thank
not
you.
a bad idea. So we'll definitely keep that in mind and consider it for sure, because we're still working out the details of the show. So, anyway, slap the secret watermark on this bad boy. Yeah, I actually have watermarks and stuff that I have. Literally, this. What turned into an entire episode was only intended to be a beta test. So the next one will be like an official episode with all the nuts and bolts. So tune in, and thanks for watching, listening, twitching, YouTubing, podcasting, podbeaning. We're on all kinds of shit.
Yeah, we're out there. So thank you for listening.
All right.
All right.
Tyler and our other
out.
3 listeners, watchers, thank you so much. And please continue to lurk and quit that dip, man. And until we see you guys next time,
this is the Human
Collective. See you
Bye.
later, guys.
What? Is GarageBand off?
What?
GarageBand?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think
still
so.
going. This is the Human
Human
Collective. See you later, guys. Round 2.
Psych, nah.